Papa ching 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 ching. Welcome. How are you, Andrew?
I'm good, thanks. Happy Thursday. Yeah.
Happy Thursday, everyone. We have an announcement coming out any second now on retail sales and unemployment. Let's see if it's actually, it would be hilarious if we're early.
I can't hear anything on my end.
Okay, let me see again. So we're not, looks like they're playing it.
We can't hear it.
We can't hear it. Okay, let me do a refresh. Okay, and I'll try and do it one more time. If not, then we can just read it out ourselves.
Just read it out, professional YouTubers.
Okay, professional YouTubers. Yeah, maybe let's double check here. So I thought there was some live data that we were going to be getting. 130 core retail sales. We also have Philly Fed and retail sales and unemployment claims. So having a little bit of technical difficulties on the audio there for today, but the professionals would have said core retail sales month over month came in at minus 0.2% versus a 0% expected. Retail sales month over month came in at 0.2%, in line with a 0.2% expectation. And finally, unemployment claims came in at 208,000, which was better than expected. The expected was 216,000.
Okay, so let's go to the S&P and have a look.
So I got the S&P here. Here we go. So S&P is in the top left. It hasn't really reacted much. Oil's here. Gold futures we have here. And then we have bonds here for now. Doesn't look like much of a reaction despite getting that news.
You turn the markets off. Just a bit of an echo.
Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, there we are. Okay, so not much movement from that news. Still hearing an echo on my end. So hopefully that's not.
What about now? Is that better? Is that any better?
I think so. Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a bit to discuss, but I think the first thing to announce is 3 giveaways today. So we've got 3 accounts to give away courtesy of City Traders Imperium. So big shout out and a thank you to those guys. So I think that's the most we've ever done on the show, right? So 3 accounts.
Yep.
So 3 lucky winners. Just remember, only 1 entry per person. Otherwise, you're going to be banned. Just want to quickly talk about City Traders Imperium. Do you have the live chat there for CTI?
Yeah, let me pull it up here. So I'm going to get this, and here we go. All right, should be ready for you.
Let's have a quick look at the chat. Okay, so we just need to go through some housekeeping. So first of all, we do have more people entering more than once. If you do, I'm sorry guys, you're just going to be banned because you're spoiling it for everyone else and it's not fair. So that's rule number 1 on the account giveaways. And I'm sorry to be a spoil sport, but rule number 2, any abuse to ourselves, to CTI, anyone who's affiliated with us, you're just going to be banned. Okay, so a winner last week sent a very unsavory email to the team over at CTI. It's just not going to be accepted. And if you're watching now, you know who you are. You're just banned. So you've just spoiled it for yourself. So just crazy, right? You know, just be mindful, be respectful. You know, just remember these people are trying to do a job as well. Okay, so, you know, a little bit of patience, a bit of understanding and a bit of respect. You know, they're good enough to give us accounts on the show. You know, they're good enough to give you the opportunity to be a funded trader. So yeah, manners, please. A little bit of respect for ourselves and the teams we work with.
Yeah, I agree. And that, I mean, this is a weekly presentation that we do for you. And all we ask is that you show us respect and show the team respect. I don't think that's asking too much at all.
No, absolutely not. You know, and like I say, you know, the guys at CTI and, you know, and macro markets as well, right? You know, they're giving people, you know, such tools and opportunities to better themselves. So, you know, we need to treat these guys with a bit of respect that they deserve. Plus, they're a good bunch of guys, you know. So, yeah, just be nice. Otherwise, you're just going to get banned.
Yeah, they're hardworking, and nobody goes to your job and speaks to you in a aggressive, disrespectful way. So, you know, that's it. That's all we're saying.
Yeah. Moving on. Okay, so we got the housekeeping out of the way. I wanted to talk about Bitcoin and chatting charts. So before we get into the competitions, so yeah, let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin, because it's definitely got my interest the last, I'd say, 11, 12 days. So we can see Bitcoin now, it's trading around 64K. So, you know, what's it, down 1% today, but I'm favoring a long position on Bitcoin, and I'll just go through my rationale why. So first of all, it was the CPI release, so lower inflation. Yeah, that's favorable for Bitcoin. Spot Bitcoin ETFs. There's an inflow of bullish Bitcoin ETFs on Bitcoin at the moment. You know, we have seen this negative trend, but we are starting to see an increase in the Bitcoin ETFs more now, like a bullish manner. A weaker dollar, I think, you know, that's good for anything that's traded against the dollar, be it Bitcoin, gold, etc. And USA crypto legislation. So we're still getting drip-fed information from the White House. It's not as often as it was, but now and again, we're still getting a little bit of feedback about the US being some sort of crypto hotspot or haven. So at the moment, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So here's a chart I prepared earlier.
Here we go. Fantastic.
Okay, so what I'm probably looking at is we're trading around 64. So I'm probably looking at a bounce around 62,500. I'm going to put my stop in around 6,800 with a target one of 66,500 and a very aggressive target of 69,000 if we get that pullback, right? So I would be looking to take that trade. So definitely prefer, on the daily chart, definitely preferring a long position. Mm-hmm. Now, if we don't hold up above that 62,500, potentially I'm looking to take a short, and I would have my stop loss probably about $1,000 above, and my first target would be around 60K. And again, I'm definitely going to hang my hat on this, that if we can open below 60K or 59K, the price is going to go lower, and it's really hard for me to give a target on that because it's a long way down. So I'm not trading Bitcoin at the moment. So as you can see on the chart, I've set up a couple of alerts here, and once the price gets if it gets to these levels, I'm definitely going to become interested and keep an eye on Bitcoin. So here we go. My prediction, not financial advice, is I'm long on Bitcoin at the moment. If I was to trade Bitcoin right now, I'd be looking to take a long position.
I like it. We got to keep on top of this. So next show, we look and we see where have we gone. I don't want to say that I agree because that will jinx it. So for the sake of the trade, are you actually is this a bullish outlook, or are you going to do a trade on one of the accounts?
Bullish outlook. It needs to come to this price before I even think about getting into a trade. And once we get around to these prices here, I'll be reevaluating whether we're looking at a long position or if we're looking to go short. So potentially looking at a bounce around that 62,500, and potentially then nice little catapult up around to 66, potentially 69,000. But time will tell, right? If it doesn't play out, because we might not bounce to that price, we might just melt through it. If we do, I'll be looking to take a short position, and I think down to 59K, open below 59K, and it's a long way down. So yeah, and as we can see at the moment, you know, we are forming lower highs, and I'm going to say it, I think the bottom may have been in. We'll see. But
yes, and I am not going to comment Please, if you are watching, please take this opportunity to post in the live chat. What do you think? I don't want to jinx it. That's all I'll say.
Let's run a poll.
Okay, let's do a poll. What do you want to say? What's the poll? What do you want to do?
We're on 64K at the moment. We'll drop a pin in that. Higher or lower by next week?
Okay, let's do that. Higher or lower by next week? Okay. So we say higher or lower than 64. We're right on it.
Yeah, right on the money. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm just making a note. High, low, 64K next week. Okay. Right.
I've just put the poll up down the bottom, so hopefully people can see that. If you if you think higher, then it's number 1 in the live chat, and if you think lower, number 2.
So yes. So
There you go.
I don't want to discuss oil today. I know a lot of our FX traders don't trade it. We covered it in detail last week, and like we discussed, any movement in the situation between the US and Iran, the price is going to spike, right? We've been saying that for weeks, and it's quite hard to say, that this is the actual move, this is the actual price, because geopolitical events are actually moving that price, right? So I think once the dust settles, I'm still going for my prediction for 27, where I think we will be consolidating around $60 a barrel. But as long as there's tension in the Middle East, oil is going to be very volatile. So yeah, we will keep an eye on that, but we're not going to bore the chat too much because I know they don't trade it on Forex. I think we've lost you.
Oh, sorry. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, there we go. All I was saying was great analysis.
Yes. Yeah. And ultimately, right, the war, we could have a lot of people saying, short oil, and Trump they could have a ceasefire tomorrow, right? The price is going to drop.
Yeah.
Or they keep dropping bombs, the price is going to go up. It's not making you a trader, it's not making you a genius, right? You're just literally gambling on geopolitical events. So we need to see a settlement in the Middle East before we can do some proper analysis on the price. So yeah, that's my outlook on oil. I didn't want to talk about it too much because I know not too many people trade it. Should we take a look?
I think we may have lost you. It's your turn now, Andrew.
That gold.
Yes, of course. We just had a request for gold as well in the live chat, so that's very timely. I'm going to pull it up. Here we go. So looks like there was a comment in the CTI chat. Can we have a look at gold? So I think this is a good time to do that. Let's get Austin Powers off. And then can you say what's this segment called again for anybody who's just joining us?
Chatting charts.
Very nice. So gold is the one here. I like, I'm going to call this formation the Bermuda Triangle formation, Andrew. It's got the triangle feel to it, like a bow and arrow.
As long as the price doesn't disappear, we'll be okay, right?
I hope not. I really hope not. So it looks like the lowest low that we've seen in the last, I'd say 2 months has been 3,942. So just around 4,000 has been the low. And I feel like this week could be the week here. I'm going to take a similar approach to your Bitcoin, but because it's a different asset, hopefully the jinx doesn't work or doesn't apply. But I think maybe we've seen the bottom in gold as well. What do you think?
So I'm just looking at myself on the daily and let me have a quick look. Right, here we go. Professional YouTubers trying to mark up a chart quickly on stream. I think we could see it tap 3890 before we get your reversal. If we break 3890, it's a long way down, right?
Yeah.
But just a quick question for you, because obviously you're my encyclopedia of Forex knowledge. So CPI release was lower. US dollar is lower. So why is gold going lower? Shouldn't gold Shouldn't it correlate? Shouldn't it be? Doing
It
this?
should. It should. So I think it goes back to our interview with Jason Shapiro, and I'm so glad that you mentioned this. So the mainstream, or I guess the common sense, the logical answer is gold should automatically go up. But the contrarian view would be everybody expects it to go up, so it's not going to behave as it's supposed, or as everybody's expecting. I think it's similar to why oil kind of started to go down. We talked about this before with the Iran war. Everybody was saying logically it has to eventually go up at some point. So gold, I think, is similar. Maybe it does go up, but maybe it's like a delayed reaction when we least expect it to go up.
Yeah, talking of commitment of traders, do you have that for Bitcoin and gold? I think the commitment of traders would be for the guys trading Forex. So if you are trading gold on Forex, take a screen grab of Mandela's commitment of traders. Yeah, it's very easy. You can actually see what the retail traders are doing, you know, what the smart money or big money is doing. And 9 times out of 10, you know, you follow the large, you know, you follow the banks, right?
Yeah. Follow the large institutions. They tend to be right over time. Here we go. So let's do. So what do we want to do first? I have ES here. So this is Nasdaq.
Let's just.
We can do. Can you see it? Okay.
Bitcoin and gold.
Sorry,
so gold,
S&P. I meant to say. You want to do gold?
Yes, please. Yeah. So just for the guys.
Here we go. Yeah. So that's gold over time. I can get rid of this one. So this is called the index, but we can hide that for now. We don't need that. And of course, I would do that. Okay, so if we pinch that, so this is the red is the institutions, financial institutions. This is the 0 line, and then the blue is the group that's usually wrong. It's the small hedge fund. It's the speculators.
Right.
This one. So we want to follow the red. And the further down the red go, the more short they are. This would be long. This would be short.
So potentially shorts on gold, right? If you can follow.
Yes, on this, definitely on, and it's the same on Bitcoin. But also, this is a lagging indicator. So it comes out every Friday, tomorrow, based off this Tuesday's data. So what we're seeing now, this last one was as of the close on Tuesday.
Right, okay.
So we'll look at today's one to see maybe it's changed. Maybe since Tuesday, they've gotten long, or maybe they've changed in some way.
Okay, and for Bitcoin, what are we looking at on Bitcoin?
Yeah, just wanted to mention it's a bit of a lagging, but here we go. Bitcoin is a great example. Let's make it big and pull it out a bit. Okay, so this is a weekly chart. I don't look at these often enough. The red is who we want to follow, and the blue is who we want to do the opposite of. So the blue here, they got short. Bitcoin went up. They thought they were being clever. They tried to chase, FOMO in, and Bitcoin kind of went sideways to down. They shorted again. Bitcoin went up. Then this would be called kind of neutral. So it doesn't work it doesn't work all the time, but it works over time, more times than not. And then this was them saying, okay, now's the bottom. Let's get long. They are the ones that are usually wrong. And so you kind of, so right now you want to get short-ish.
Couldn't you have told me this before I done my Bitcoin analysis?
Well, I wanted you to do your analysis as well, because we all have different, we all have different perspectives. That's all.
Yeah. No, so I'm favoring the long position, but like I said, I'm not just jumping in blind. You know, I've got certain levels, and if we do hit a level, potentially it could be short, right? But maybe we have a look at this at the beginning of the show. Okay, so should we get into it? So how are we going to do the duck race? 3 separate races, 1 race?
So I was thinking we start the race now. We make it a long race. So we want to have at least like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, so we could talk in between. And then I think we say first, second, third. Keep it simple. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Does that sound fair?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so we want to give people a 3-minute warning if you haven't done so already. Please get your entries in. There's a link in the live chat. And we'll even, just to make it easier for you, we'll put a QR code right above Andrew's head. I'm going to ask Andrew to point to that easily. There we go. He's got it down. He's a pro. I'm usually like...
Just the opposite where it is on screen, right? So,
exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, time up the time. And then also live chat. Let's do 3-minute timer. Live chat, Andrew. We've been slacking a bit. We have Junior Carly saying good day.
Good day, Junior. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. We also have the prize giveaway. As Andrew said, the first time we've ever done three giveaways. Scotchy says good morning, gents. And Scotchy likes what we're talking about. All right. And then CT Island, which we did tell them, to be on their absolute best behavior.
Yeah, they're a rough bunch over there. They are.
Yeah, you be kind to us, we'll be kind to you. So I see Jackie Kumar is a big fan of yours. Mark Jawari, Hufara. Darian is also in the office. Looks like Darian got in on time. Winner should also be active in the chat. So maybe we think about that. In order to win, you have to be in the chat.
Yeah.
That's from Mark Jawari. See any questions here? I don't know what happened. I won an account couple. Okay, we'll have to look into that, Brian. Okay. Oh, I think what happened was you entered after the cutoff time. So once we say no more entries, even if you enter after that, it will not be included. So just make sure as soon as you can, go into the live chat, fill out the form, and you get yourself in. For today, we're giving away 3 prizes. So opportunities for everyone. Can we look at some gold? So we did that already. Some people saying they think Bitcoin's going to be red this next week, Andrew. And a few greens as well.
Check Bitcoin, green, hello, green. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Bitcoin plays out. So I haven't had any trades this week. So yeah, it's been a quiet week for me. Yourself, much trading done?
Yeah, not a whole lot. It's been a pretty tough time. I looked into this thing. Actually, my wife told me about it. It's called the Mercury. It's like a Mercury period, a Mercury period of time, where for about 3 weeks, it impacts the market's ability to move and trend. And we're actually in that. It's due to finish in about a week. So that would explain why opening range hasn't worked.
Okay,
it's a Mercury rising or something like that. It has to do with like the cycles of the solar cycles. So maybe we take the gas off during those times. Are you still with us? What are we turning into a tinfoil hat show?
Solar cycles.
Look, let me find this thing. I'm going to find this thing because we're live. And I knew somebody was going to say, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Anyway, guys, for me, it's not solar cycles. It's geopolitical events. It's press releases from the White House. It's certain news events that we get throughout the day.
Okay, here we go. I found it here. So just to pull it up so that we have the actual, the all, end all and be alls, never wrong. It says, and I quote, Andrew, Mercury goes retrograde 3 times. The first 2 have already occurred, and the final retrograde would take place later in the year. Astrologers traditionally warn that these periods are associated with communication mishaps, travel delays, and tech glitches, making it an ideal time for review, reflect, and backup rather than starting new projects. And we are in this one here, June 29th. So it finishes soon, but it basically, I think, means markets are going to be a little bit unpredictable. I needed to put that out there because, I mean, some people think, okay, every day is a winning day. Every day is a trading day.
So I've been trading a long time, and that's probably one of the best ones I've heard. So
look, why else would the S&P not be trending in the first hour every day like it's supposed to?
Yeah. How dare it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll find the connection to trade. Anyway, we're gonna do the prize. So that's it. I think we cut off the entries.
I think we've cut off half the chat. They've gone. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. Let's get this competition done. Yeah, I got a couple of things to do this afternoon, and no doubt I'm going to run your Mercury rising and the time periods through AI and just see if there's any correlation between that and the S&P opening range. You know,
do it at the very least, Andrew. And honestly, I want to know. Like, message me as soon as you find out. Send me a message, please. Look, I believe that we're all connected in some way. Things are all connected. Yes, it's geopolitical, but I think there's also something to do with everything else in the world. That's my 2 cents anyway. All right, so with that, if you're still watching, that means that you're a really true fan and you actually enjoy the shows. You've probably seen more than one. So we're going to do a duck race. Let's do 3 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, let's do 3 minutes. And yeah, good luck, everyone. 3 accounts. So, is that a Trump duck?
How do they know about Well, I guess this is an advanced site.
Go on, Trump. Just to wind up the chat, guys. Okay, so my FX note. He's off to a strong start.
Yes, he is, actually.
He's off to a strong start. Okay, should we...
Yeah, we can come back. We can come back to that. Okay, so we had a few other things on the list of things to talk about. I think we said there was a nice list at the start of the show. What was next on that list? Are you able to do some live trading? Can you do some live trading later?
I might be able to, yeah.
Okay, just checking. Okay, cool. Fine, perfect. So we will be doing a very brief and a quick live trading session right after this. So if you'd like to join, please pop over and do so.
So just looking at your gold chart there, if you break that support, right? Potentially you could be taking a dip down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Down to 130,
I think so.
35. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So yeah, in the chat, let us know if you're trading gold, which way you're going as well. Are you long or short? But you're thinking, are we going to settle around here? Potentially could have a push up.
Yeah, I think we're going to settle here. I don't know. I feel like everybody was expecting the data that we got, the inflation data, to kind of move us higher, and then it hasn't happened. So I'm waiting for people to get impatient and leave. And then it's gonna, like, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Now. If it makes a new low, Andrew, then all that goes out the window, and it's a reminder that I have strong opinions. But if it's not reflected in the move, I'm not going to hold on to this. I'm happy to jump out. And cut it.
Be fluid, right? You got to change your opinion. You know how many traders get wrecked because they go long in a position, and just the ego and pride won't let them come out of that position, right? And then they just prices going up, they move, they stop, they move, they stop, and before they know it's gone. Done it myself, guilty as charged. So you need to leave your ego at the front door and your pride when trading, and you just need to be dynamic and willing to change your mind pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do. If you're committed to something, you spent a lot of time researching, and then it ends up doing something where maybe you're right, but you're just you're an hour early or a day early or a week early. It's hard. It's hard to accept that, Andrew. Trump. Look at Trump. Why did you mention Trump? Why did you mention Trump? Oh my goodness, this is craziness. Come on.
What?
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Congratulations. Well done. That's account number 1. Who's got account number 2?
Okay, let's see. We'll have a look at that now. So congratulations to everybody who entered. We got the whole photo finish, VAR as they call it. So Cal Kalulu first. Second is Mark Juwari. And in third place, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mark Patterson.
Congratulations all. Well done. And yeah, I'm going to bounce. But thanks for all tuning in. As you know, we are unprofessional YouTubers. We look forward to seeing you next week. And I'm going to do my research on the Mercury rising. But thanks, chat. Thanks, Mandela. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much for coming on. Have a good day. All right, that's it from us today. So just a heads up before I forget, we will be traveling over the next few weeks. So some of our future shows are going to be pre-recorded. So our next show tomorrow is going to be with an options specialist. We had him on not too long ago. Saheed is going to be talking about earnings, how to trade earnings. And then we'll have some live shows in between. And then we have a 18-year-old, you heard it right, an 18-year-old trader. He is a profitable 18-year-old trader. He's going to be on as well with us. And we got lots of fun stuff planned. We have a panel show that we're working on, the logistics and the final things. So lots of stuff for you to enjoy. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. This is the pre-market show. Shout outs to our sponsors, CTI, and we are Signature FX. Everybody, whatever you do today, be safe and don't forget to protect your capital. It's all about capital preservation. Capital preservation is the name of the game. Take care, everybody. In the meantime, happy trading.